Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to volume 12 of Church with Jess. I can't believe this is the 12th week of church. That's amazing and insane. And that also means that we're still kind of stuck in this whole quarantine business. A lot of us still aren't able to go back to work. I know I'm not, at least not in the way that I'm used to. So who knows really how much longer things are going to be that way, but that is how they are right now. I'm still finding myself with a lot of extra time on my hands to really focus within and focus on self-care. Still doing yoga every single day, usually when I wake up. If I'm not able to, I make sure that I do it as soon as I am able. I think it's a good time to focus on creating, healthy routines for yourself, for all aspects of yourself, body, mind, and spirit. So I hope that a lot of you that have been tuning in week after week are finding little things to do that really help you to find peace within yourself and to be able to really nurture your soul, which I think is so important right now in these times that we're going through, and times of just great unknown and civil unrest, and this great shift that we're going through right now. We're gonna get through it. I think most of us are gonna get through it. And we're going to get through it together, and we have to be willing, to make changes, and to really do that, we have to reflect, and we have to figure out who we are and what we want collectively as a people for the planet. To better all of our lives. That's what we've kind of been talking about all these weeks. So if you still, have this time, or in this time of stillness, and if you haven't already, it's a great time to really do that soul searching. And again, you have to want to do it. Nobody can force you to do it. You have to kind of have that aha moment, I think, and be willing to look within. And it's not always going to be pretty, and you're not always going to like what you see, but you're going to learn a lot about yourself. And when you learn a lot about yourself, then you're better able, I think, to understand what we need to do, or to make this planet as healthy and prosperous as it can be, and as it was meant to be, without creating destruction, as humans tend to do. So, on that note, we are back to the Peace the Peace Oracle deck. It's a pretty simple deck, and I like it. I like the beauty of the images and what they represent, and just to be able to do a quick reading on just whatever the situation at hand is, just to gain some clarity. It's just nice to be able to get that clarity without having to do like a super in-depth reading all the time. So I'm filming directly on YouTube now, so I can actually flip my camera, which is awesome. So this is the deck, the Peace Oracle. It's a 3-card spread. For this one, you can either do 1, 2, or 3-card spreads. I usually do 3. And a 3-card spread, or the Trinity spread, represents past, present, and future. So past, present, and future of whatever it is that you are seeking clarity on. So basically, I asked, there's an image that I have been seeing circulating around that has really kind of like stuck with me this week. And it really breaks my heart. And it has to do with the fact that, or all these things that are reopening, finally nature that, human-owned nature or government-owned nature areas have started to open, parks and beaches and trails. And I saw this image of just a pile of human garbage just left behind without a care, just expecting somebody else to clean up. I also have seen firsthand, as I've gone out to some of the trails, just people leaving, their empty bottles, their chip wrappers, just all kinds of man-made garbage. And it just makes me so sad. And I'm also seeing like graffiti on trees and rocks on, this beautiful nature that provides everything that we need. And it's just treated so inconsiderately. And it just really, really breaks my heart. So yeah, I've just been thinking about that image a lot and thinking about just how people are and why people are the way that they are, and why so many people just don't seem to care at all about the planet. And anyways, so the question that I asked to the divine source was, how can we collectively learn to coexist in peace and harmony with our great Mother Earth? How can we learn to coexist in peace and harmony with our great Mother Earth? How can we do that? And why isn't that just a thing that comes naturally? Like, our bodies are of this earth and they go back into it. So why is it something that isn't just second nature to us to take care of her? Humans are single-handedly responsible for the destruction and pollution of our planet. Why don't we care more? Why do we have this mentality that nothing that we do is going to harm her? Why are we so obsessed with stuff? Why don't we pick up after ourselves? Why do we destroy nature? Why are we so obsessed with stuff? We're the only species that creates these artificial man-made things, and then we leave them behind to, just take up space on the planet. Like so many things, especially like plastics, do not biodegrade or decompose, and that's just a bunch of stuff just left behind, left here for future generations, that is completely useless to this planet. But yet we're so obsessed with it. We're so obsessed with having more things and more than the person next to us has, or better things than our neighbors and our friends. It's a competition. It's society, it's things that we're fed from the time that we're infants, and programmed, and just that we need these things, and we need these things to better our lives. And, in that, we've totally forgotten what our true purpose is, who we're meant to be, we all have a reason for being here. I've said it before, and most of us have forgotten what that is completely. And we just keep chugging along with blinders on, and we don't see the world around us, and we start to care really only about ourselves. And there's something just so wrong with that. And I wish more of us could wake up and get back to who we're meant to be, because I think, in the end, this will be a better place, and there won't be as much destruction, and, we won't all just want to hate each other and kill each other and create destruction. Like, we'll want to build and build peace and happiness and love, and project that into the world, if we really truly remember who we are. So, anyways, those are just my thoughts, and those were my thoughts kind of going into the reading and pulling cards today. So we will just dive right in, I think. So the first card, which represents past influences, is Awakening. I'll let you just reflect on that image for a moment. Awakening represents the past influences of the question. So, awakening. It matters not who you love, where you love, why you love, when you love, or how you love. It matters only that you love. John Lennon. Rays of golden light break the darkness, and the full splendor of creation is revealed. Open your senses, heart and mind, to take in the world as it is. Let magical reality flood over you, prickling your skin, amplifying your awareness. Take this watchfulness within and realize your inner wonder. Take it within. It's all about within. That's what we keep talking about every week, how important it is to search within. The divinatory meaning of this card: a veil is lifted. A shock or surprising revelation. A decision is easy once truth is made evident. Let go or retreat, and something will reveal itself to you. So I think if you look at, the past influences, this great shift has happened, and it happened back in, I guess it really happened late last year, the beginnings of it. But, for us in the States, at least, I think it really happened in March. And it's true, this veil has been lifted, and, we've kind of had a rude awakening, if you will. But I think what's been revealed to us is just all, like, we've seen species coming back, entire species, pollution at an all-time low, especially in places like here in LA. We're used to a lot of smog and bad pollution just being at an all-time low. Just the world becoming beautiful again without human interference. We've been kind of forced to quarantine, shelter in place, haven't been out as much. I know now that's starting to change a little bit, but which leads back to my question. But the past influences of where this question stemmed from are just we had a rude awakening, and as we've been forced to not interact so much, we've seen the beauty coming back to the planet, and I think what that reveals to us is just what can happen if we work together to make it better. We have to. It's up to us. We're the ones who created the mess, and we're the ones who have to clean it up. So, while there's terrible things going on, and while, however you feel about it, whether it's real or not, or, we know there is real sickness going on in the world. But, there's hidden meanings behind everything, and symbolism, and if you see the world in symbols, you tend to just see the signs and have the revelations of what needs to be done. And again, the only way to get there is to really search within yourself, understand yourself, know yourself, love yourself, and project that love onto the world. So these are the things that have already happened, that have kind of like led up to the point that we're in now.